Welcome back. Another dig I'm on. Actually, I brought Eric with me today. One of the first houses in this area. We have quite a bit of property here to cover. All down here there was a really old limestone cottage, the other side of this this plant line right here. Just the other side of that there was a cottage. There's Eric. Hey buddy. And up in here too, a bit of an old limestone wall there as well. So we're going to hit all in here. There's a lot of history on this property.
I know you would.
First signal, guys. Not a simple copper penny this time. This is a King George V. This is the first coin of today. And the date on this one is 1929. There it is. That's a nice way to start. We're just up, just behind me is that stone wall. But there you go, there's our first coin. You think so? Hopefully Eric's got a coin too. Let's keep moving. Well, another good signal. It's in the plug. Let's see what this is. Hopefully it will be another coin. Eric's signal that he was running after, deep iron unfortunately. That's what happens. But anyway, this is not too deep either. And it does look like another penny. Whether it's old or not, it's a whole other story. Let's check the date on this one. It wasn't very deep. Maybe a couple inches. Looks like a 1951. That's King George VI. As you can see there's the 51 right at the end of my finger. And on the other side, I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, he's coming through a little bit right there. That's King George VI. So 2 pennies. We've been here about 15 minutes or so. Not too bad. These older coins are not too deep. Let's keep moving. Is there gravel under there?
No.
No. Eric. Eric scored a nice score right down here. It's an old relic. He was mentioning maybe a little bit of a horse tack or something like that. It's hard to say. This almost looks like there could have been leather or something wrapped around that. It's almost reminding me of those buckle type things that have that metal piece right in here. But that's a nice piece of forged.
You see it's worn on the very end?
Yeah, right up in here.
Yeah, so obviously something was hanging off of it.
Yeah, that's a nice relic, Eric. Congrats, man. That's awesome.
Well,
any coins yet on your end?
I'm still skunked for that in that regard.
We haven't been here that long.
I'm still working hard.
Well, just working along this edge again. I got a really good signal. I dug the plug. You guys can see there is a coin down there. It looks like it might be a large cent, or it could be a token. Let's bring it out and have a look. Let's see if I can just see it first. Get some sun on it. It's definitely a King George V, so it's going to be the early 1900s. Want to clean that up, bud?
Yeah, no worries.
Lots of trash, lots of signals in this area where I am right now, but...
1920.
1920?
Can you see that?
Yeah, I'll take it off you.
Okay.
Well, 1920, as Eric mentioned, it's right there.
Beautiful shape.
It is. As you guys know, 1920, that's the last year of the large cents and the small cents. In this year, they produced the small cent, which is your standard 1 penny, and they produced the large one as well, same year. But that's a nice little score, that is. That's our third coin. Eric found a couple of coins as well, but unfortunately they weren't old. But, man, that's pretty sweet. No silver yet, but we got a lot of land to do. So, with that being said, let's keep moving. Well, I'm just off to the right of the house. Got a good sounding signal. Look what I got. It's a little piece of a pocket watch. Not a little piece, it's a big piece. This was just under the surface. It was not too deep at all. This looks kind of cool. Look, it's got a little bit of imprint up here. Look, up there and up there. That's pretty cool. I might be able to get something out on this. Maybe a maker's mark or something like that if I clean it up really well. This side's pretty much cooked, as you can see. But that was a good signal. Nice bit of a relic, that's for sure. This house here has a lot of history. A lot of history. Built in the 1700s. There was a French guy that built that. And then there was the add-on, I believe an Irish gentleman. and his wife settled here and built the other side of it. Actually, if you look at both the buildings side by side, there are two different types of architecture, which is really, really cool. So anything you find that's old, that dates back to the 1700s, if we ever do today, that would almost pin it to the original first house. Anything later than that, you're almost looking at the house beside that. So that's pretty neat. That's pretty cool. The owners here from New Zealand, really, really, really nice couple. Great personalities, very respectful, and in return, we ended up getting some permissions. Anyway, that's a nice little score. Let's get moving. Well, we're just at the bottom of this big tree. Just came down here, maybe 10, 12 feet. Got a good signal in the hole. I have not pulled it out yet. I was working my way down with the pinpointer, and as you guys can see, I have a copper edge, and to me that looks like it's a coin. So we're going to retrieve this together and see.
Oh, wow. Oh, look at that.
Let's have a quick look at it first. Man, that's old.
That's a thin one.
It is. Could be a token.
Well, they had
There's
counterfeit. They were counterfeit. Some of the thin ones were counterfeit.
Yeah. Well, let's clean that up. Give it a good squirt and see if anything comes out. It looks pretty fried, but man, that's cool. Come on. If we can get some sort of something off it, then at least it will help to date it a little bit.
Very little on that one.
Yeah.
Let me just see this side. Sometimes you find blanks.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not one of those.
No. Oh, wait a minute. There's something on here. But it's really, really rough.
Yeah, that's in really rough condition for sure. It definitely, look at the edge of it, it definitely has a bit of an edge there, like a coin. So it's either going to be a coin or a token. It's either going to be British penny or halfpenny, or one of those 1812, something in there, tokens.
There's nothing on it that I can see.
Oh, it's fried. Wonderful.
I think it's a blank.
Let's see. Do you mind? Let me take this off you for a minute.
Found it, dude.
Let's see if we can make something out. Kind of in the shade here.
Wow, what a tease.
Might be something down here. I just need to see one thing. Actually, in the top corner here, as can you guys see the little dots up around the edge above my finger? So it's definitely a coin or a token, definitely. Let me see this side if I can see anything.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, this one's pretty toast. Well, it's either going to be a British halfpenny, which I think it might be. I think it might be a King George III, maybe 1760, 1780, maybe something in there. Yeah, that's a tough one. The tokens are usually a better condition than this. Even the ones that are 1812 are in better condition than this. Nope, unfortunately, it's been lost to time. We were been a little bit too late here. Should have been back another 100 years to be able to see something on this. Anyway, nice, buddy.